guys, what's going on? It's in the gym with T-Massive Joes. Training some chest, baby, at our preferred fitness facility at the moment, Anytime Fitness Marlin. Starting 2015 off with a big chest workout with my brother and I, Massive Joe's wholesale account manager, Joe Bate, aka Swole Bate, aka the Swole Bear.
What's up, guys?
And special comments, of course, by the people's champ, Neve Movement.
The people's champ now.
Wait, let's be honest.
The people's eyebrow, the people's company, the people's champ.
Well, mate, you are the people's sales manager, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, started this workout off. This is a real basic workout for you viewers at home, man. We thought we'd start 2015 off with how everyone starts 2015, a little bit of chest, man. But this is a real basic movement. But you're going to learn a lot in this inner gym with Team Massive Joe's, man. So we started off with some incline hammer strength machine press, Swole.
Yeah, so we started off with a couple of warm-up sets, and then we worked our way up to... Basically, you know, things get interesting with our workouts in the second to last set of each exercise. We usually do, you know, about 12 reps on the third to last exercise. And the second one, we do a rest pause set like you can see Joe doing here. And then on the last one, we're going to do a rest pause and then a double drop set as well. So
that's
really,
it, man. And with the rest pause, the way we do it, man, the Team Massive Joe's rest pause, well, is we go into failure and trying to fail between like usually 6 to 10 reps. Then you pause them for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you go on to failure again.
Yeah. So you're getting to failure twice. So you're giving that muscle a little bit of time to recover, and then pushing it again to try and get those couple of extra reps out.
I just want to say quickly, I've been doing a bit of research on Ben Pakulski, and he charges $130 for his article, workout plan, and it's some NOS training. All it is he drops what the Team Massive Joe's does. He drops each set by 20% at the end.
Well, let's be honest, we all do follow Ben Pakulski and put in a fair bit of his stuff, but we're not going to charge you people for watching the video.
He copied us, I think. That's what I'm saying. He's put it into his MI40X, charging people $130. We're just telling you for free in this video.
Nevos, are you saying that Pac-Man subscribes to the Team Massive Joe's?
I think he does.
And then anyway, the last set, and this is how you're going to see the last set on every exercise in this workout, man, was we doing the double drop set. So we upped the weight a little bit more, aiming for maximum failure between 4 to 6 reps. Then we dropping that weight just a little bit. It tends to vary, JB. Sometimes 20%, sometimes 30%, sometimes 50%.
You just make it up, man.
You just take plates off.
Just take plates off, yeah.
And then we're dropping again. So we're doing the double drop set and just going to failure every single time, man. So the first part of the drop, you're going to failure. The second part of the drop, you're going to failure.
As you can see here,
the third part of the dropping is bitch.
And Joe, you're also keeping your shoulder back. You can tell here, you can keep your shoulder blades back, your chin tucked, because you're taking those delts, your rather large boulders, out of the movement.
That's a big thing with a lot of the exercises we're doing here, guys. You can see our shoulders are always back to take the... To take the shoulders out of the movement, so we're really focusing on the chest. So, and that's the thing with those drop sets and rest pause set. You want to make sure your technique's always correct. You know, if you're bringing your shoulders into it too much to chase reps, you might as well stop. You know, when you fatigue. So always make sure your technique's right on point.
And then we moved on to this horizontal hammer strength vertical press.
Oh.
I don't know what the you call this exercise. It's the press where you're sitting and you're pressing the shit on the hammer strength machine.
It's a weird movement, man. It's almost, you know, you start at low, almost like a decline press, and then it sort of comes up to regular chest height. So
scoop them bitches.
You scoop it, yeah. So, and it's a good way to take the shoulders out. But it's once again, it's machines. Sometimes you can find them a little. I find this one a little bit weird personally, but you know that's just a personal opinion too.
And what you're seeing here is the rest pause set on the big Swole, man. Just went to failure, and then he's busting out a few more reps. And on the second part of the rest pause set, you can get your spotter to come and help you force out some reps, man.
Mate, that's what your training partners are there to get those forced reps. And what I always recommend for any training partner as well, guys, is, you know, let it go on that eccentric phase on the way down. Make sure your training partner's working on that eccentric phase of the movement, because they're going to be a lot stronger through that phase. And you know they're going to get a lot out of that if they're taking all of the weight on the way down.
Don't spot the eccentric, let them feel the weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. I see people do that all the time in the gym, man. They spot in the concentric, the positive phase of the movement, and then they go spot the eccentric and negative phase of the movement, man. You ain't doing no fucking work if your spotting partner's doing all the lifting, man.
Yeah, Joe,
you're going to make yourself no gains.
You did that to me the other day, man, and I actually told you off. I'm like, just let go of it, mate. You know,
you're going to make yourself 0 gains.
So anyway, this is the last rest pause. Sorry, this is a drop set. This is the last little bit here, just to really finish it off. And as you can see, with these, I'm trying to like control it on the way down, but also explode out. So you're exploding out from on that concentric phase, and then controlling it down on the way back.
What are you counting here, Joe?
I'm counting the reps, man.
He's counting in affirmations.
I'm counting to 10 for the big swole.
Just quickly.
Making sure you get them 10 reps.
Just quickly.
Make sure the time under tension is where it needs to be, Neva.
I'm wearing the new TMJ, that t-shirt you're wearing, Big Hose.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to mention it until now, but look at that fresh Team Massive Joe's Crest tee. Dropping MassiveJoes.com. Check that out, man. That is fresh. That's clean.
Their product placement, man. Unbelievable. We had people around the gym asking if they could buy one.
Oh, shit.
I heard they wanted to buy the one straight off Hose's back, mate.
He was going to sign it first, though. Get the old felt tip out of the back pocket.
That's all there 24/7.
So then we moved in. This is generally what we'll do with chest workouts in general. Is we'll get all the pressing movements out the way, and then we'll go and we'll hit the flying movement. So the first flying movement for this workout, man, we went over to the pec deck and hit ourselves some pec deck flies.
Yeah, so the same thing with this one, guys, is you want to keep those shoulders back and keep your delts out of the movement. As you can see here, Hose has got his chest out. He's actually sitting forward on the bench a little bit to help keep those shoulders back. And you've got to really... It's a personal thing as well with your elbow position. Some guys prefer to keep them up. I personally prefer to keep them on an angle like Joe's got here, where they're down on a tiny bit of an angle. They're not at shoulder height. And that's going to focus predominantly on your chest and take a little bit out of your delts.
Yeah, that's it, man. The higher the elbows come, the more chest activation you tend to get, but then also the more chance of delt activation you got in his
Bring them delts into it.
Yeah, and what we did here, so we did a few rest, few sets, rest, pause that, and then just to change things up a little bit, we did some time under tension reps. So
this was
this was painful, and as you can see, the weight isn't heavy, but what we're trying to do, Joe's trying to do 10 seconds. 10 seconds on the concentric, 10 seconds on the eccentric, and I think we did like 3 or 4 reps here.
My chest hurts watching this shit. We did this workout a couple of days ago. My chest is sore as at the moment, but it actually hurts watching this right now.
Yeah, this is a painful way of training, and guys, if you've never done it before, just give it a try with any type of exercise. For legs, like leg press is awesome. We did it with preacher curls for biceps the other day, and it's painful stuff. You don't need a lot of weight, so it's good for your joints. But your muscles are going to be kicking your ass.
Well, that's one thing, something people do with chest is they just go put on as much weight as they can. Try and pump out 5 shitty reps on the dumbbells. And they get the whole set takes them about 8 seconds, whereas you've just done another 40 seconds at the end just from that time under tension. That's
it. That's a big Dennis James training principle, isn't it? The big DJ in the house.
That's what Big Neve does in the bed too. He likes to do the time under tension. It keeps you going for a bit.
If it's the quick reps, there's not a lot of time there.
Not all that, some of that motion for the ocean. But anyway, let's get serious. So
Neva, speaking of Neva, he always likes to do the dips in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying?
So then we went on to some dips, and as you can see here, we've got a bit of an angle. Shoulders are back again. To once again predominantly hit that chest. It's a compound movement. You're going to hit your shoulders a little bit, but you want to take them out as much as possible.
And JB, what the f*** are you doing here, man? We ain't training back. We're training chest in his back! What are you doing pullovers for?
Well, man,
you're confused, man.
Mate, the pullovers is a compound movement, so same thing. It's going to hit your chest a little bit, and especially towards that first half of the movement. So what we're trying to do here is only really do sort of half the movement, so halfway down, and that's going to squeeze your chest at the bottom as well.
Before the lats start coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, they don't call you Mr. Textbook for nothing, do they?
Textbook reps.
Whoa, shit.
See what happened with the dumbbell there?
I don't know. Look at this. Look at the sneaky weight, mate.
I think it fell out of his Arshan hula.
Started shitting dumbbell plates.
Just lost 10 kilos. Mid workout set.
Yeah. So then, the last thing we moved on to was just a flying movement. So we just went into some cable crossovers, constant tension. As you can see here, Joe's really not getting stretching back too far. He's going back to about shoulder movement and then really squeezing the chest on the way in. So
that first movement as well is a lot to do with shoulder. That first, if you're taking it back too far, because where your chest is, the first movement when you go back too far is just all delts.
Yeah, so don't make sure you don't go too far back when you're doing the cable crossovers. And while you're forgetting not to go too far back, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of In the Gym with Team Massive Joes
and Joel.
and Eve, and everything else in our YouTube channel, where we're coming to and from, fellas.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.